What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here, more Fallout 3, Tale of Two Wastelands. And last episode when we left off, we carried on making our way through the Point Lookout DLC and doing the last couple of bits of content, or main bits of content that you can do in the DLC. And we have got a little bit more sort of unmarked content we can do, but it also ties into a mod that I have been using through this playthrough called Low Level Point Lookout, which has very much improved my experience with the DLC. Even though it was one of my favourites before, it's definitely improves it further. So we're going to be going through some of the content that mod offers and finishing off the very last little bit of content that I do remember in the Point Lookout DLC. So the first thing added by
of course, I learned many tricks from my father.
the Low Level Point Lookout mod is the key we can purchase. The seller home key doesn't actually cost very much. And this is sort of from another mod that is included in the Low Level Point Lookout mod. I've not seen this before, so it'd be pretty cool. Nice tidy cellar home. Some punga there that I'm pretty sure on the original mod page it does say you can harvest it. I'm pretty sure there's almost as much enough stuff in here to make back the money we spent on buying this place. All the containers you could ever want. Workbench, reloading bench. Obviously there's a bed as well. Yeah, with all the stuff that's in here, you can definitely make back your money from buying the key, which is very cool. But the next thing we're going to want to do is head over to the truck wreckage, which you'll probably just discover on your way to the Ark and Dove Cathedral. And this is a location that we large in part ignored as we made our way past it on the path here. But if you remember a while ago, it might take me a little while to find the note. There was a note that we found talking about the lighthouse beacon bulb. And this was something you could do in the sort of vanilla Fallout Point Lookout experience. If we look on board this turned over truck, there is this lighthouse bulb here. As far as I'm aware, that's the only one you can find on the island. There's no real other notable loot. Turpentine we can use for making nuke grenades. It's quite a dangerous location. There is a little camp. Smugglers nearby. Can't remember exactly where it is, but you will need to be careful as you make your way over here. And then we're obviously going to go to the Point Lookout Lighthouse. I think that guy missed his morning coffee. It's a very satisfying noise.
There you are. There you
I think I'm going to have a very bad day here.
There you are.
Completely ignore the fact that I just missed. That's all of them. Just going to take the optics off this missile launcher for the one that we have back at home. These guys. Quite surprising, well, considering one of them had a missile launcher that, like I said, could have given us a very bad day. There's another missile launcher there if you want it. Just like all the other ones you find around the Wasteland, it's not in very good condition. Load of missile ammunition as well, which is really cool.
There you are.
Yeah, quite a lot of power fists and nuclear grenades here, which is pretty cool. Along with another missile launcher. This one looks like it's in slightly better condition. And some more missiles. No idea how we're in caution state when we're miles above the rest of the island. Maybe there's a seagull or something that's annoyed that we're up here. I think that note might just be this same one here that talks about the light bulb replacement that we just picked up. Yeah, no real notable loot. So that is the lighthouse fixed. Normally that's where it would end in base Fallout 3. Nothing else happens. I think you might have got a little bit of XP, like 50 XP or something, but definitely nothing special. But thanks to the low level point lookout mod, it actually triggers something quite interesting, which is a super mutant invasion, according to the mod page. Like I said before, this is the first time me using this mod, so we'll have to see how it works out. But every 3 days, more super mutants should come to the island, and they will actually wipe out the Mirelurk population. And on the mod page, it suggests you can either do this at the start of the DLC to make everything a lot clearer for you when exploring the island if you don't enjoy fighting the Mirelurks, or you can do it like we've done at the end of the DLC. That way it doesn't affect the sort of intended experience of the DLC and the natural wildlife that you normally encounter when playing through it. Does look very cool. Lighthouse being back on. I'm just going to go to the point lookout up here because while we're waiting for the super mutants to invade, going to go back to the capital Wasteland and explore a little location that's near the riverboat landing where you start the DLC, and we can do this for free as many times as we like now Nadine has taken over the boat. And there is a note from Canada.
Oh, you're back.
And that note from Canada is you don't normally get that, so that is from the low level point lookout mod.
Yes, thank you so much. And now that she's got this boat and carrying all this cargo, well, I can afford to actually pay you. Thank you so much.
And yeah, she just gives us, Nadine's mum just gives us some refined punga that we can sell, and you can go back to Nadine to get punga fruit sort of regular intervals if you don't want to go all the way back over to point lookout. And here is this little location here which is quite fun, and we'll be able to use some of our point lookout weapons on the capital Wasteland raiders. And as you can see, they're pretty powerful. Even if there is a nice reloading bug. There are some Chinese assault rifles here as well. I think always spawn. And here's the same room we just opened the door to before.
It's killing time! It's go time! Look at the little boy playing tough guy!
I think there was someone else in here, but maybe not. Down the bottom here, there is a nice first aid box along with a terminal you can hack. And I think the door is the same level, you know, it's an average locked door. Some nice loot down here. I just want to show off this sort of very easily missed location. We can have some nice loot. Then again, sometimes the raiders in here are very, very high level, I've found. Obviously it's somewhat dependent on what level you are. Helps that we have got our nice double barrel shotgun to take care of them. But after receiving that note about the angry super mutants, I think it's only fair that we go and help out Canada. Love all the fog that you see when you come into Point Lookout at different times. quite sure why it's not letting me loot them there.
Now try and hop.
And I don't know if it's just because we weren't in time.
Game's over.
Which is weird because we did come straight back here. Canada has been taken out. On the mod page it does sound like you can save her.
I smell your fear, human.
Yeah, none of these level enemies are actually labelled. Where's our take? Anything that's useful to us? Bit of a shame losing Panada because she is a very useful vendor. Tends to have a lot of caps on her as well. So maybe I'd recommend staying here rather than going back to the capital Wasteland. On the mod page it does say that you can leave and then come back. And again, she is a high level vendor, so she does have a lot of weapon mods on her. And that's improved even further by the low level point. Look how is they mods, they have improved her vendor, her inventory. Gonna take all her ammo. A lot of items there taken. And yeah, still be able to carry them apparently. See, there's some more super mutants. So I'm going to have a run around the island and see where they spawn. And apparently it's supposed to, from the mod page, it does make it sound like they're supposed to come in waves, and every 3 days another wave comes, and then you get a note from Panada. So I'm not quite sure if the mod needs updating or what, and that's why Panada just instantly died. But I'll double check the mod page and just make sure I'm getting that right. So I did just check the mods Nexus page, and on the mod page it does specifically state that it recommends triggering the lighthouse, repairing the lighthouse rather, and then triggering the mutant invasion, returning to the capital Wasteland until you get better equipment and leveling up a little bit, and then coming back to deal with it. Looking how long this episode's been, we haven't got the most amount of time left to it, so I will just have a bit of a look around the island and see what it's got in store for us. Bearing in mind we aren't able to loot any of these mutant enemies that are added by the low level point lookout mod. I Do you think? Doing so well in terms of AP. Yeah, it seems like if we disintegrate enemies, we might be able to loot their corpses. But other than that, not actually able to loot their corpses. Unless I take a light machine gun. I don't think there's any weapons. Other than the Gatling laser, we haven't really got any weapons that would disintegrate enemies. Seems like they all sort of despawn then for a minute and then respawned. Not quite sure why they've gone flying like that, but it's kind of funny. Let's see if I can find this guy's being laser rifle he was using. Looks like an absolute bloodbath. Pretty savage, really. Get rid of that corner message. But yeah, also looking at the mod page, basically points out that it's mainly more just the XP bonus. You get for taking all the enemies. Quite sure where they were going. Even with just taking out some of those enemies and some of the extra enemies that spawn from the mod, we've already got enough XP to level up. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to go for Math Wrath, and this is a really useful perk, and we're along with the perks outside VATS mod that we've got. It also increases our attack speed by 10%, as well as reducing that AP cost. We're also going to go for size matters, because I think we're going to experiment, because all our stats are getting quite high. We're getting to the point where we're getting to use some of the big guns now, or what would be considered big guns in Fallout 3, because obviously it was removed in New Vegas. So we're going to go for the size matters perks. So then when we come around to doing that, just because I've sort of realised we haven't really used any of the big guns, it'll mean we'll get more sort of benefits for using our big guns.
stop!
So yeah, the low level point lookout mod just seems like it has the chance to turn point lookout into a bit of a war zone, which is pretty cool. Reminds me of some mods that were very popular back in the day for Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, a bit of a shame about Panada being taken out there, because she is a very good vendor, very useful vendor, and she is improved with the low level point lookout mod as well. The only other thing that the mod adds that I haven't been able to show off because I don't know where it is apparently there's an autopsy event you can do that gives you another sort of perk to do with taking out swamp folk, but I don't know how you actually acquire that, which is a bit annoying. There's one more thing that I did want to show off in point lookout, but I just have to look up where it is, and then we'll head over there shortly. So I did have a quick look online, and what you want to do is head over to the coastal grotto, and then look out to sea, and there's these buoys, the bells on, and it's the sort of one on the right looking from the coastal grotto, and as you go down into the sea there is actually T-Rex skeleton along with a lever action rifle and safe. I don't know if that's a little nod to Jurassic Park and the rifle that one of the characters uses in that. It's really cool little Easter egg. The lever action rifle isn't unique in any way. Quite a lot of loot in the safe though. But yeah, overall very, very cool. Just a fun little Easter egg. But as far as I'm aware, that is all the content that you can do in point lookout, all the sort of noteworthy content that you can do in point lookout. If you know of anything else that I have missed, please let me know down in the comments below. Always interested in finding out new information about this game and this DLC specifically, just because it's probably one of my favourites for Fallout 3, the point lookout DLC. So that is going to wrap this series up. And yeah, going to have to decide in between episodes what we head on to next. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I've really enjoyed playing through the DLC again. Like I said, it is one of my favourites. And yeah, the low level point lookout mod is a worthwhile addition, I think, to any playthrough of the DLC. Even if it is a little bit buggy with the super mutant invasion, maybe there might be the mods do an update, or there might be another mod that sort of patches it and fixes it. I don't know. Or it might have just messed up on our game. I'm not sure, because it was the first time for me using this mod. But like I said, it is still very, very cool. But thanks again for watching. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, have been enjoying the series so far. If you have enjoyed the series, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. Also, any mods that I've mentioned throughout the video will be linked down in the description below. That way you can try them out for yourself. Thanks again for watching. I always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.